Always and forever, Bernie Sanders will be my choice, or at least for the next election or two. Uh, it's. I watched a little bit of the Democratic debates, the new round. I didn't watch too much of it, but I heard that Tulsi Gabbard got some good shots in on Kamala or Cop Mala, um, and then just the usual back and forth, you know, between the actual more progressive candidates such as Tulsi, Bernie, Warren. But even then, Warren's too too friendly with the establishment. She recently broke her big money pledge, and she flip flops on Medicare for all a bunch. I don't really trust her no more. You know what I mean? Marianne Williamson, she seems all right as long as she's being sincere, and I'm being told that she is being sincere about her platform. And she's even embraced basic income too, so that's cool. Andrew Yang, of course, even though I got my qualms with him. God, who else is there? There's just so many people running from the Democratic debate. You can't even keep your head on straight. It's ridiculous. There's like 500 people running, it seems like. But have you noticed that most of these corporatist jokers like Delaney and Beto and Biden, of course, are doing what they can to adopt Bernie's platform as much as they can. I'm not saying they're doing it all the way, but they're doing as much as they can to try to peel away some of the progressive or more lefty support from the voter base. To me, I ain't falling for it, and I hope you're not falling for it too if you're, you know, progressive minded, lefty minded. I hope you're not falling for it. But of course, if you're way to the left, like actual communist left, of course, none of the candidates are going to really appeal to you that much. Even Bernie Sanders would be considered by you probably as a centrist, um, so you're not too hot about it. But it's the choice we have right now, and he really is the best choice, you know. So you probably won't vote for him, or you'll write someone else in. Hey, that's cool. But me, no matter what, if the 2020 when the 2020, and I made this prediction before, I even have a video on it, a political prediction video that I made a while ago, saying that the Democratic nomination will end up being Joe Biden, and because of it, we're going to be fucked with another term of Trump. That's going to happen. No ifs, ands, or buts. Now, if I'm wrong about that, I'll take a pie and I'll smash myself in the face with it and say I'm a fucking idiot. But you know what? If I hope I'm wrong about that. I pray to God I'm wrong about that shit. But it's my buddy Bernie. Always going to be with Bernie. So if Joe Biden gets the nomination, I'm writing Bernie in because we're fucked with Trump either way. If Joe Biden gets the nomination, and he will. So I'm writing Bernie Sanders in. And when Bernie Sanders gets the nomination in 2024, another bold prediction by yours truly. In 2024, I'm definitely voting for Bernie then to get him in. But of course, Bernie Sanders, because of his age, he's only going to do one term. And then after that, he's going to retire. But anyway, I made another prediction video on that as well. So if you haven't checked out my political prediction video series, check it out. They're not terribly long, about 5 or so minutes apiece. About 10 or 11 predictions. So it was quite a few. But anyway, but for me, I'm always going to stick with Bernie. I want to stick with the real deal. I'm sticking with the guy who isn't trying to pretend to be progressive just to gain more support from the Democratic lefty base. I'm not doing that. No, I'm going with the real deal. Now, in 2024, I think what happens, another prediction, right? But it's not solid. I'm just, I think Bernie Sanders is going to pick Tulsi Gabbard as his running mate, as his VP. So that if they were to do that right now, I think that would be dynamite. That would be holy shit. That would be so good. But yeah, it's just the way it is right now. I'm gonna stick with Bernie. Now, if the off chance that Andrew Yang gets the nomination, which is probably most likely not going to happen, I'll vote for Yang, definitely. That's really the only exception here, okay? Because, of course, if Tulsi gets a nomination, I'm voting for her, definitely. So those are the only two exceptions. Everyone else can No, not really. They either flat out don't have a chance, or they're just not worth voting for. It's Bernie Sanders is going to be my pick effectively because Yang he ain't going to get a nomination. Chelsea's not going to get a nomination. Um, so I'm gonna stick with Bernie. So when Biden gets chosen, I was like, "Fuck you, Biden. You're going to give us Trump anyway." So I'm going to vote with conscience, and I'm going to vote for fucking Bernie. I'm going to write him in, and because voting for Biden anyway is a throwaway vote in my opinion, regardless. Because Biden to me is a less charming Hillary Clinton. He's told young environmental activists, "Oh, I know what I'm doing. Screw off." Yeah, he's told college kids he has no sympathy for them. Yeah, that's really going to energize the base. So that's why I'm always going to stick with my buddy Bernie here. And that's that.